sure am. I'm gonna talk to these sisters about that too. So give me a second too, because I'm glad you reminded me. This is belief in angels.
Okay. I don't mean to make you reminisce some more, but I talked to Aisha.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. We're taking care of stuff. In alhamdulillah, wa salat, wa salam ala wa rasulullah. Today, what I'm going to do is give you guys a quiz to cover what we've discussed about the angels. But before I go into my quiz, let me remind all of you sisters. I'm glad Latifah just brought it up. The month of Shaban, this is the month of Shaban, the month before we go into fast in Ramadan. This is it. For you sisters who have not yet made up your fast from last year, you better make them up now, because you only have until the beginning of the next Ramadan to have your fast made up. Okay, so however many days you sisters have left over, make them up. For you sisters that paid the ransom, you better pay the ransom. You got your income tax check back. Y'all better get the ransoms paid, because you only have until the beginning of this Ramadan. And I want to remind the sisters, you can fast on Fridays. That hadith about not fasting on Friday, unless you fast the day before or the day after, is for a voluntary fast. Ramadan is an obligatory fast. So it don't matter if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, or Saturday, Sunday too. You sisters can fast on Friday. So you need to start making up them days. You got 30 days to make up whatever you done missed from last year. 30 days to pay whatever ransom is owed. Okay? All right. So let's put the quiz up on the screen, because at 7:30 we have Brother Yusef's class. He's going to be speaking about the Muslim 2.0. So let's do this quiz, and this is the quiz I put together about the angels to cover what we discussed yesterday about the angels. Hold on. And y'all remind me to remind the people, the sisters, to make up those days too, because I don't have a menses, so I don't remember that stuff. Alhamdulillah, I ain't got to worry about that no more. But I got to remind these new shahadas. Okay, yeah, I look mean in that picture too. I look mean in every picture. Alhamdulillah. Maybe people will leave Layla alone. Okay, so here's the quiz from what we discussed about the angels yesterday. First question. Let me use this one too, so I can, my where's Zoom? I can see better here. Here's the first question. We spoke about how when Allah shared knowledge with the angels that he was going to create Adam, what type of response did the angels give? Who can answer that? How did the angels respond, or what did they say when in response to Allah sharing the knowledge with them that he was about to create a new creation? Okay, the Ewan family, mashallah. The Ewan family said he ordered them to ask him why he was creating it. Okay. Anybody else? Go ahead and Zoom. And what else? Yes, he did. He ordered.
I think they were going to ask him if they were going to make someone that was going to shed blood.
Good job. Good job. Exactly. After Allah created, shared that knowledge with the angels, he ordered them to ask him why he was doing this. And they did. And he answered them. They asked him, are you going to create another creation to shed blood on earth? And who else was present amongst the angels when Allah answered them?
Iblis.
Good job, Iblis. And by the way, guys, that's why Allah commanded the angels to ask him that. Who lived on earth before we did? Before Allah created Adam, who used to live on earth, guys?
Was the jinn.
Good job. The jinn, not Iblis. Iblis lived amongst the angels in paradise. And we're going to talk more about Iblis when I do the story of the jinn. But the jinn lived on earth. And as Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, says the Iblis is the father of the jinn. In other words, Ibn Abbas was saying that just like Adam is the father of humans, the first man created, Ibn Abbas says that Iblis was the first jinn created, and all the jinn are his descendants. So the jinn used to live here on earth. Before Allah replaced them with us. And they were the ones that did all the killing, the bloodshed. So Allah had the angels. I'm going to go into detail about that when I do the story of the jinn. Allah had the angels. He sent Jibril, Michael, and the other archangels. He sent all of them down to earth to run the jinn away into the ocean, where they, to destroy them as a result of all the murder and stuff they were doing. Okay. Yes. All right. And I'll go into details about that with all the dalil when I talk about the jinn. Okay. What about this question? Many believe that Adam was created to live in paradise, but he messed up. Is this true, guys? Did Allah originally create us to be in paradise? This is a question of fiqh. This is a question I put here to see just how much you guys understood of what I have taught all year about wala bara, the meaning of the shahada, and all of that. Did Allah create us to live in paradise? But we messed up through our father and ended up here. Is this statement true? What do y'all think? Who can answer that?
He was created to praise. He was created to praise Allah and then finish the rest on earth.
Okay, what do y'all think about his answer?
I think it's true. It has more to it, but he's right.
What more to it?
I mean, when we look at Adam, alayhi salam, Allah, he was upon the fitra.
No. I just want to know. This ain't about no fitra. Was Adam created to live in paradise and he messed up and got kicked out? Is that true?
I agree with the brother.
Well, can you give me some more information?
I believe it's true.
Okay, well, why do y'all believe it's true?
I believe it's false.
He was disobedient to Allah Ta'ala. Allah had told him not to do something.
That's not true. Okay, what did you say, Mina?
I said I believe it's false because Allah had the angels run the jinns off for a reason. So only Allah knows, but I say that he had it for us to go there in the first place, because other than that, we wouldn't did it.
Okay, is any of my old students, is Faiza here? Is Faiza or Isra, Fame, Norto, Mayliun, Yasmin? Who is that?
This is Precious. I say that Adam was created to do what he did in paradise and also created to do this. So, sorry, hold on. He was created to do what he did in paradise and then put on earth to finish doing what he was created to do. I don't know how to explain it, but.
Can I add, Precious? I was thinking that he was created also to do, like she said, to do what he had to do in paradise, to teach us about repentance. It was a reason for his wisdom and hikmah behind it why Allah created him and for him to fall like he did in paradise.
And I say Allah did create Adam and Eve in paradise, but Allah's plan was to also send us down here in this body. So that's how we got to be on earth anyway. It was Allah's plan for us to be in paradise and for Adam and Eve to do what they did to repent to get on earth.
Okay, y'all all saying the same thing. I would love to hear from Faiza. Is Faiza in there? Faiza's my best student. Or Isra. Is Isra in there? Fame, are you here? Norto. Yasmin. Habiba. These are my best students. Y'all should know this answer. Many people believe that Adam was created to live in paradise. Is that true? Okay, all of your answers, I'm going to tell y'all, the person who was most correct was the child. Precious kid. The rest of y'all are wrong. Y'all got a Christian belief. Okay? That child probably could explain this answer better. Okay, Allah did not create Adam to live in paradise. What did he create him for then? You saying right, then what did he create him for?
I agree with the child. He created him to live on earth. Just the way it has happened.
Now you change it. Isra, can you come into this Zoom room?
He created Allah to worship him and believe him only.
No, he created Adam.
And Adam.
No, what you're trying to say.
Isra, if you can join the Zoom room, I want to hear from you or Faiza. Many people believe that Adam was created to live in paradise, but messed up and got us kicked out. Is this true? And can you give us some evidence? Okay, Israel's getting ready to come in, guys. No, we weren't created to replace the jinn. No, Adam was not created to replace the jinn on earth either. I am surprised at the rest of y'all, Anissa, you too. I'm surprised y'all couldn't answer this.
Can you hear me?
Who is that?
Sister Ezra.
Okay, there you go. Go ahead, Ezra.
Okay, I was gonna say no, the plan was not for us to be in paradise forever, and Prophet Adam alayhi salam did not destroy it for us. This was Allah's decree, because whether or not Prophet Adam ate from that tree, we would have still landed on earth. Prophet Musa alayhi salam tried blaming Prophet Adam alayhi salam for ruining our chance of being in paradise, and our father Prophet Adam alayhi salam responded by saying, "Oh Musa, how can you blame me for something that Allah had already decreed for us before me?"
There it is. And she gave the evidence. Thank you, Isra. Allah did not create Adam. So, Anis, your answer is wrong because you gave an okie doke. You didn't explain nothing. You flip-flopped. Okay, Adam was not created to live in paradise. All of you should know that Adam was created to live here on earth and earn the right to paradise. How many times we talk about this in these aqeedah classes? What does the earth symbolize? Anissa, what is the earth for us? What is, huh?
It's a temporary residence for us.
It's a testing ground.
Exactly, Geechee. The earth is a testing ground for us. So Allah created us to live on earth and be tested and to earn paradise. And that's what Adam meant when he told Moses that. He said, Moses, and that shows how Adam, alayhi salam, had to correct Moses, alayhi salam. He said, Moses, you can't blame me. He said, Allah did not decree for any of us to be created to live in paradise. Allah created the earth for us to inhabit and earn the right to paradise. So don't ever blame me for something that Allah willed and decreed to be. Does you guys understand that? So this is false. The Christians believe this. The Christians will say that were it not for Eve, they blame Eve. They say if it were not for Eve eating from that tree, she's the reason why all humanity is cursed and we're kicked out. No, no, no. First of all, it wasn't Eve anyway. Adam and Eve together chose to eat from that tree. She didn't seduce Adam. She didn't make Adam. She and Adam together decided to eat from that tree. And Allah knew that they would do that. And he didn't create them to live in paradise indefinitely anyway. Okay, he created them for the earth as a testing ground. Y'all understand that? Is that clear to everybody now?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
And by the way, the kid did good. The kid was saying it. He just, couldn't use the big words. But I got what the kid was saying. Okay, and that's why I tell y'all, how do y'all forget these hadiths? That's the argument between Moses and Adam, alayhi salam. Moses and Adam had a big fight about that, argument about that. Adam had to correct Moses. Okay. All right. What about this? What is the first thing that Allah told the angels to do after he created, after Adam was created? No, I got this backwards, guys. Hold on.
Adam, but Iblis didn't do it.
Wait a minute, I got this backwards. Hold on first. I got it worded because I was talking to y'all. Latifah. It's Latifah's fault. What is the first thing Allah told Adam to go to the angels and ask them after he created him? That's the question, y'all. I don't know how I wrote it that way.
To give them the greeting of Assalamu alaikum.
And what else? Give me the whole thing. Don't just give me a little piece. What did Allah tell the Adam to do? When he breathed the soul into Adam, he told him, go to that group of angels. What did he tell him to do? Come on, guys. Y'all got to remember.
He told them to bow down and ask them to give them something.
Okay, well, okay, wait a minute. The kid is asked, okay, let's answer this. We can ask this question too. What was the first thing that Adam told? Okay, let's deal with this one. I didn't throw this one in, but I'll throw it in. What's the first thing Allah told the angels to do after he created Adam? Say it again, baby.
Bow down to Iblis, bow down to Adam, but Iblis didn't do it.
Exactly. This is a different question, but yes, alhamdulillah, the baby got it right. What's the first thing Allah told the angels to do? Was to bow down, to prostrate. And why did Allah want the angels to prostrate to Adam? Why did he want the angels and Iblis to prostrate before Adam? What was the purpose of that?
Because Adam is a higher being than them.
Exactly. Good job. Because Adam is a higher status. Good job. Well, we got a new question. Thank you, babies. Okay. We'll get back to that other one. What about this? Good job, the Ewan family. Good job to show that we human beings are of a higher rank. Exactly, because of our free will. Good job, the Ewan family. What about this, guys? We went over the hadith, whereas Ibn Abbas says that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that Allah created us in his image. What does that mean? What does that mean? When the Prophet said Allah created us in his image, what does that mean, guys? Can anybody break that down in different English words?
Yes. It means that Allah created us in the image that he wanted us to be. We are not created in the image of Allah. No, nothing is.
Good job. Good job. And good job, Brother Ahmed. And good job, Fatima. And good job. Everybody got that right. Good job, the Ewan family. Good job, Anissa. Good job. That means, as Ibn Abbas, and I want y'all to remember that this hadith is not only narrated by Ibn Abbas, he explains what it means too, because he wanted to make sure that we don't have that Christian way of thinking. He says one of the prophets said that we were created in Allah's image. He meant that we were created the way Allah imagined and wanted us to be. The way Allah wanted us to be. Allah sculptured us perfectly. Allah, he's the designer. Those names that Sister Samat went over with you guys last week. Allah is the sculptor, the fashioner. He fashioned our eyebrows perfectly. He fashioned our nose, our mouths, our limbs perfectly, the way he wanted them to be. And that's why Ibn Abbas went into detail speaking about what it means to change the creation of Allah. Ibn Abbas said to change the creation of Allah is to take Allah's creation out of his image. This is all the same hadith. What's the source? Bukhari and Muslim and Muwatta. To change the creation of Allah is to take the creation out of the way Allah, out of Allah's image. Does everybody understand that? Allah didn't create, as Ibn Abbas said, Allah didn't create a human being to have a horn in his head. Allah did. That's changing the creation. Allah didn't create a human being to have butterflies on them. That's why we don't tattoo. Allah didn't create a human being to look like a chicken and not have eyebrows. That's why we cannot pluck the hair or remove the hair on our eyebrows. Because to do that means you are changing the creation from the way from the way Allah imagined us and wanted us to be. Everybody understand that? Most Muslims don't. Putting on makeup is not changing the creation of Allah. Okay? Because makeup washes off any daggone way. But if I were to sew a horn in my head, there you go. All right, y'all got it? We're going to talk about that in another class. Also, what about this? What saying is that is also a right owed to every Muslim originated from paradise? And explain. Oh, okay. I tried to make this a tricky question. What saying that we say as Muslims that is also a right that we owe to every Muslim originated from paradise? And explain how. Who can answer that?
The saying is Assalamu alaikum. But the rest of it, I don't know how to explain how it came from paradise.
Okay. Who would like to jump in and finish the rest?
Well, you had it right. And we did that is our right to give that to each Muslim. We give blessings when we say that.
Okay, you are not answering the question. Thank you, though.
Your break, Layla.
The old ladies, y'all. You gave the same answer she gave. The second part of the question is how. You ain't telling us how. You going on and on about Assalamu alaikum.
What's saying that is also a right owed to every Muslim originated from paradise. Oh, and explained how.
Yeah, she answered the first part. She said it's Assalamu alaikum. Now, how is the second part?
I believe the angels greeted Muhammad with that particular greeting, I believe, or Jibril did the greeting with Muhammad. I think that's different. Like that.
That's different. That's a different hadith.
Okay.
But I'm glad you remembered that. That's a different hadith. That's not this one though. This is speaking about. Go ahead, Norto. Let me hear Norto. Go ahead.
It's as Sister Amina said, our greetings, Assalamu alaikum. So basically when Adam was created, Allah told him to go, greet those group of angels over there and sit and listen to them. And for whatever greeting they give you, that'll be your greeting and that'll be the greeting of the people of your descendants or whatever. So then he said Assalamu alaikum, and then the angels responded back, wa alaikum salam.
Exactly. That's the one I'm looking for. But that's another situation we're going to talk about in another class, Juania. But this is where our greeting of Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah originates from paradise. It's the way the angels greet one another. After Allah created Adam, that was the question I was asking y'all before. What's the first thing Allah told Adam to do? He told Adam to go to that group of angels and say, give them the greeting. He said, and however they respond will be the greeting of your descendants. Okay, that was the same question. I just asked it in a different way. Good job. What about this? How did we humans learn to bury our dead? And how is it supposed to be done? Can y'all remember this? Y'all remember this?
This is when the crow was pecking in the ground after Cain had killed Abel, or Abel killed Cain, one of them. It was the death of them two brothers fighting and killed each other. And then that crow was pecking in the ground, and that gave him the idea how to do that.
Exactly. So for the humans as a race, because we're mankind, we talked about how the angels interact with us. Remember, we talked the other day about how if Allah sends down knowledge, the knowledge of treatment for sicknesses, the cure for sicknesses, for everything, how to bury the dead, the angels do that. Now, what about this? How did we Muslims learn how to bury our dead? Can anybody remember that? Remember we talked about this I think it was yesterday, or no, day before. Y'all, it was yesterday. I can't remember. Okay, how, Brother Ahmed? Good job, Ahmed, but give me some details. How did we Muslims learn how to bury our dead? Let me give y'all a clue. Remember, after the Muslims migrated to Medina, that's when Allah sent down a command to fight. What was the first battle we had? The Battle of Badr. That's when the Muslims experienced the first way of burying a person who dies during battle. How did we learn how to do that? Y'all remember what I'm asking now without giving it away? The Battle of Badr. Many of the companions were killed. How do you bury a martyr? I'm giving it away, and none of y'all still ain't getting it.
I think they all put him in the holy.
No. Okay, we'll
That
come
was the
back to
other-
that. Y'all don't remember that. I'm gonna go back over that hadith tomorrow. I don't want to give it away. Wow. Whew. Y'all don't remember that? Remind me to go back over that hadith tomorrow. That's very important for us. What about this? When do the angels begin their relationship with human beings? We talked about how the angels play an important role in our life. When does it begin? Does it begin when we reach 2 years old? Does it begin when we reach puberty? When?
It begins when we're conceived in the womb, and it carries on through each stage as when a child is born, then those angels are replaced with another set of angels, and so on and so forth, in puberty, and your angels on your right and your left, in front of you and behind you.
MashaAllah. Our connection with the angels begin when you are in embryo, an embryo in your mother's womb. When your father's sperm fertilizes the egg of your mother, that's when it begins. Because the angels are the one that shaped it into an embryo. And then from an embryo into a feces, what you call it? You know. Whatever. I said feces.
Fetus.
Oh, fetus. I said feces. Oh, that was terrible. Yeah, they shape it into a fetus. And then they write down everything, your whole life, what you're going to do, when you're going to die, and whether you're going to be in paradise or hell, all that's written in the womb. So it begins at conception. Exactly, Sakina, until death. Now, what's the big deal about puberty, Sister Nia? What's the big deal? What happens at puberty, guys? What makes puberty so different? What happens at puberty?
You get your angels.
What angels? Because did you have angels in the womb?
Yes.
Did you have angels throughout your life?
Yes. Okay. They're the angels that's going to be, to your right and to your left. Is that correct?
Yes. And what else?
That's writing.
Yeah. Go ahead. You're doing good.
No, that's writing down your good and your bad deeds.
Are there any other angels?
Let me think. Good and bad deeds.
We're not asking about jinn. I'm talking about angels. You also have angels assigned to the front of you and angels assigned to the back of you to protect you against what's not meant for you. And those angels will stay with you how long, Nia?
Until you die.
Good job. Until death. That's the difference. That's the difference. And that's the answer to this question. How do the angels interact with us when we reach puberty? They write down our deeds. They protect us from what's not meant for us. And they never leave us. Those angels that are assigned to us do not leave us until Allah has decreed for us to die. Then they'll leave. Okay? All right. So, mashallah, you guys did a good job on this quiz. There's 2 questions that you didn't do good on. And I'm going to go over those 2 tomorrow, inshallah. I'm going to ask those 2 questions again. And I'm going to go over the answers with you guys because evidently it went over your head when I was teaching it. But we'll do it. Okay, guys, I'm going to log out for right now. I'm logging back in because we have Brother Youssef here. Brother Youssef's class is now. I'm going to log out and go into the new stream. Y'all see that stream that says, it says Muslim 2.0? Y'all join that stream now. And I'm getting ready to close this one. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka